coat of concrete on about half, maybe a little more than half of the tank. And he's putting on the second coat over here because he wants to backfill this area so he can get his wheelbarrow in here better. So it takes him a long time to get from here to the other side of the tank. It would be easier if he has the wheelbarrow and can go over there with the wheelbarrow. So that's what he's doing. So because of the concrete, Ken has used most of our water supply. So until we get some rain, we're going to be very cautious of how we use water. So that's the last of the tank until we get some rain. But we're going to do some canning. So let's watch that. Good morning all. Today I'm going to make some squash soup, and this recipe, I'm going to double the recipe because I'm going to end up canning most of it. So it starts out with 4 tablespoons of butter to melt it, and then I've cut up potatoes, carrots, celery, and onions, which will go in. And I have 2 medium-sized squash cut up and cubed. So these will go in all together as soon as that butter melts. Okay, so our butter is melted. So I'm going to throw in the potatoes, the carrots, the onions, and the celery. And the squash. And I'll let those kind of brown for 5 to 10 minutes until everything gets a little tender and brown. So I'm stirring it up right now just so that everything has a chance to get coated by that butter that was melted on the bottom. Okay, because there was such a big batch, it took 10 minutes for this to get to the point I wanted it, which is the onions are transparent, the celery's gotten soft, the potatoes and the carrots and squash are all getting a little bit soft. Now I'm going to add some chicken stock. We're going to start with 32 ounces of chicken stock, which is the recipe for 1, but I need to add more. And so we're going to put in some more. I ended up having to use store-bought stock because we ran out of our own stock. So I've got 64 ounces of stock in here now. And I'm going to bring this to a boil, and once it starts to boil, I will cover it and simmer it for probably 40 minutes or maybe a little longer, depending, since it's a double batch. We'll see how that goes. I'll be back when the 40 minutes is up. Well, it's been simmering for a little over 40 minutes, and now I'm just going to take the immersion blender and make it all like a puree. All the vegetables are soft. It's a little hard for me to hold this up while I'm short and not burn my hand on the pot, my arm. Alright, let's see if kneeling on a chair is going to help me at all. I can't see any big chips, big pieces in here, so I guess it's all done. Now I'll let that cool off, and tomorrow we'll see about canning it. So. Ken's filling up the jars, getting ready to do the canning of the butternut squash soup. He's leaving about an inch space on the top to for when we can. Smaller jar. Yeah. Actually, Ken,
What?
get a plastic one. Because otherwise we have to do two different cannings.
Yeah, we just freeze it.
Yeah, we'll just freeze that one. Wasn't quite enough to get another quart, so we're going to put it into a plastic container and freeze this one. And that'll get used first. So we've got 5 quarts and
6. We gave one away.
And yeah, we gave another quart away to the neighbor. She'd never had squash soup, so hopefully she'll enjoy it. And that's it. We'll put it in the can. Well, the next day, now we've got 5 quarts of squash soup in the canner. We've jarred it, we've cleaned the tops, we've hand tightened them, and we're ready to close it up and start the canner. We are doing this outside today because it's a beautiful day. And we'll let that warm up until
We start to steam.
And we'll let the steam go for 10 minutes. And then put the weight on, and then we'll let it pressurize with the weight for another 40 minutes. Well, the cans have come out of the canner, and now we just have to wait for them to seal, and then we can put them on the shelf. Well, the jars are all out of the canner, and they have all sealed, so they're all shelf ready now. I hope you enjoyed watching the canning process and making the soup. Let us know in our comments if you'd like a copy of that recipe. Otherwise, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.